Let me sit up here and call out this network here. I'm going to call out my own network here, ESPN. I mean, there's a damn funeral going on. I mean, I'm sorry, did somebody die? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
That was
Tony,
you crying 5 seconds
excuse
ago.
me, I was acting, damn it. It was my General Hospital moment.
Tell.
Here's the deal, my man. Here's the deal.
Genius.
I don't understand for the life of me what the big deal is. Tony Romo is not going to play. He's not officially retired, but he's stepping away from the game. Stop the damn presses. I mean, stop the damn presses. Tony Romo, a man that's won 2 playoff games in 9 years as a starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, who's made $128 million over the course of his career. This man is retiring, and we're making such a big deal about it. I mean, you actually forgot that North Carolina won the national title last night the minute the news came down.
They had a better game. Maybe we can start with that.
Adam Schefter reported it that Tony Romo is stepping away from the game. What the hell is going on? Everybody pump the brakes. Everybody stop it. I can't take it. It's just nauseating. Now, let me tell you something right now. On this show, we have an NFL analyst that shows up, usually on Mondays, sometimes on Fridays. His name would happen to be Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb, 5 NFC championship games, 1 Super Bowl appearance, 11 years with Philadelphia, nearly 33,000 yards passing. And this brother walks around here. Oh, what's up, D-Nab? How you doing? I mean, it's no big deal. But Tony,
they made peace with it.
He didn't play for the Cowboys.
It's no big deal. But because you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because Tony Romo. I mean, Donovan McNabb is chilling here, and thank God we have him on First Take. But Fox and NBC and CBS and ESPN, everybody, and their grandmother wants Tony Romo, Mr. 2 playoff victory, Tony Romo.
Dallas
and oh, by the way,
Cowboys.
you said the Dallas Cowboys. I'm glad you brought up that point. Max Kellerman, in his brilliance, eloquently stating because he's a Dallas Cowboy, right? That's why, right,
And
Max?
he's leaving for now as a Dallas Cowboy.
Hold on, wait a minute. Because he's a Dallas Cowboy. Did you just say because he's a Dallas Cowboy?
I did.
Drew Bledsoe was a Dallas Cowboy. Who was knocking down his door? Vinny Testaverde was a Dallas Cowboy.
Career Cowboy.
Wait a minute. Quincy Carter was a Dallas Cowboy. I mean, Chad Hutchinson was a Dallas Cowboy. Okay, Troy, listen, Troy Aikman's a 3-time Super Bowl champion.
Yes.
Let me tell you something right now. Even Troy Aikman, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, wasn't treated with the adulation and the love that Tony Romo has been treated with. You go look it up. You didn't see everybody knocking down Troy Aikman's door, raving about him, acting like a damn funeral needed to take place because he walked away.
Why do you think people are so enamored with Tony Romo?
Because Tony Romo is likable.
Right.
He's a very nice man. You know, he's personable per se, and not only that, we sort of have an affection for somebody. By the way, he wasn't drafted coming out of Eastern Illinois.
Yep.
Really proved himself, so that obviously has a lot to do with it. But what really is going on here is that we pick and choose who we like. And based on likability, that usurps production. It shouldn't be the case, but it is. And clearly in the case of Tony Romo, that's exactly what
Let me tell you, well,
y'all should be
there's a
ashamed
lot
of
there.
yourself for the disagreement.
There's a lot there. First of all, some players and people are more likable than others for a variety of reasons. Secondly, how good was Tony Romo? Look, he didn't win a Super Bowl, and that's your whole criticism. So it's difficult to say, had he won a Super Bowl.
Correction real quick. He didn't win a Super Bowl. He never played in one.
Right.
And he never played in a conference championship game either. Who the hell is going to come on out publicly and say, with quarterbacks and with business to handle, we definitely want Tony Romo before we get him? Nobody's going to do that. That's not how it works.
But he obviously,
so y'all know better than that.
He obviously looked at the landscape and saw there were no desirable teams that were willing to give him a starting job.
The operative word is desirable. I'm saying that's a discussion. Don't tell me the man couldn't get an NFL job.
You would think he could, but I don't know if it's a starter.
Let's get back to the real issue pertaining to Tony Romo. Because, again, I'm going to get back to the Donovan McNabb comparison. Why? Everybody's making a big deal. Tony Romo was 78-49 as a starter with 2 playoff victories in his entire career. 2 playoff victories in 6 tries. Donovan McNabb was 92-49-1.
What's this got to do with McNabb?
Let me tell you
He
why.
didn't play for the Cowboys.
I'm going to listen. If that's what y'all going to say,
That's what it is.
I gave you a list of other quarterbacks.
Who's better,
No,
McNabb
but
or
he-
Romo?
a career
McNabb was
Cowboy.
better than Romo for me.
So in other
He's a
words,
career Cowboy.
what y'all saying is because he's a career
Yes.
Cowboy,
Yeah.
Yes.
you get to be unproductive when
Yes.
it counts most and treat it like a god. You got to be kidding
Well,
me.
no, he wasn't.
No, but
That's
he was
not a fair
loved.
characterization.
Hold on, what I'm saying
he
to you
was
is this.
somewhat productive in the
Yeah.
playoffs,
Wait a minute,
too.
wait a minute. You just finished saying it came out of your mouth, not mine. You sat there and said he had struggles.
He had
in the
some good
postseason.
games. He had some bad games.
Of course he did. He had some good games. He had some bad games. But in the end, he won 2 playoff games his entire career. Not in one season, his entire career. Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl, but is universally revered. Why? Not just because he was one of the greatest quarterbacks to have ever lived, but because that man took the Miami Dolphins to a Super Bowl. He was a perennial
not
player.
Dan Marino.
Well, not only exactly. My point to you is this. I am looking. Yes, I'm going to put it on blast. I'm looking at this network. I'm looking at the other networks, and I'm saying, what has happened to our standards? Where the hell is our standards? And it's not just for you, Max Kellerman. It's also for you, Miss Mollywood. What has happened to our standards? A man can sit up there and show up from September to December, be gone by Christmas most times. And when he plays past Christmas, it's only for a week. Into the new year, he gets to celebrate New Year's Eve. And then after that, he goes home. He has never played in an NFC Championship game. He has never played in a Super Bowl. And you got people walking around here like this dude is the second coming. How the hell did that happen? What has he done?
This is how
What has he done?